Batwoman! Where are you? I cannot take another week of this. Please, for the love of all that's good in the world, come back. Oh, hello everybody. I'm Puppetine, you know that. And I just finished another episode of Batwoman. Episode 7, I have no idea what it's called, and it's really hard for me to care. You know what? Let's get this show started. To commentate with me, of course, we have Bat Arnold. How are you doing today, Bat Arnold?
Yeah, I want to go to basically say that this show is really great. Only when they show Alice. Other than the show, the show sucks. It just seems like they say something and then they contradict each other in like with the next scene. And let me give you an example. Luke Fox will basically berate Ryan Wilder, and then in the next scene he'll agree with her.
Yeah. This episode.
It's A-okay.
No, it wasn't okay.
It was A-okay.
It was okay, but it wasn't okay.
Oy vey.
Yes. Well, you see, I just want to say hello to everybody in the audience. First, we have Tillium. Hello, Tillium. We have Snatchface the Fool. It is good to see you today. Snatchface is saying that's called grade A plus writing, Bat Arnold. If this is grade A writing, well, then you know what? As a kid, I wrote many stories that would be better than this. If you consider this grade A writing, Maranya, hello, good to see you too.
Yeah, I want to say that brings up a lot of levels of this story because what were you like as a tiny felt?
Well, you know, that's a very good question, but it's a little personal, and this stream isn't about me. It's about our feelings on this episode of Batwoman.
Yes, our feeling.
We're going to basically explain what happens. Kryptonite's poisoning Ryan's mind. She's experiencing flashbacks, and she kills Alice in her mind, and it sends her on a mission to go and attack Alice. Alice, in the meanwhile, she's basically using Sophia's right-hand woman and finding out the true story. How Sophia brought her to the island after they found her on Mary's mother's boat. And basically took her to Ocean to train, to become a warrior in her own right. There's a lot.
Yeah, the story got a little bit predictable is why once you find out the real reason why the memories were wiped.
Now, I need to ask you something about Arnold. Is this island called Coriana, or is it Themyscira?
It's supposed to be Coriana, made island, but it was never supposed to be based off Themyscira. The show is twisting it. They're trying to make it like a discount Themyscira. You know, it's like who wants to go? It's like there's the Dollar Tree and then there's the Dollar Journal. Obviously, you want to go to the Dollar Tree because it's more fancier than the Dollar Journal.
That is debatable because both of these ideas are just ridiculous. Themyscira, it has its own rich history, and this decides, okay, we're going to basically take the story for Themyscira, and we're going to say that warrior women's blood on the ground makes a special rose grows. I do not understand why exactly they decided to go this route. Let me tell you this. I'm not happy about it. I don't like the story at all.
Yeah. I want to touch on Tillium's comment about the fact that she's human. Kryptonite should have no effect on her. I only want to point out that there was an issue or episode, at least I remember watching of Superman, where Lex Luthor was dying of kryptonite poisoning. But that was only after he was like years of being exposed to it. He was dying.
Well, in Smallville, which is a show I talk about sometimes, when kryptonite would infect people, it would give them strange abilities. And I don't mind it having an effect on people, but the idea that it is directly just poisoning her straight out, and that's the end of the story, it's kind of silly. I feel like there should be more of a leaning into it rather than it's just killing me.
It just seems like the whole point of this episode was just to say like, yeah, it took me like what episode I think I was episode on like episode of 7 now 6 I don't know
7 episodes.
Episode 7, and she finally realized, yeah, maybe I shouldn't kill. I should have listened to Luke Fox, who said, give this shit up. Batwoman does not kill. Trust me.
Okay.
And it just seems like it took that long for this person. And I understand because she kept doing the victim blaming.
Can we talk about, there's a scene where Ryan is, because she's dying, she is trying to get information on Ocean because Ocean leads to Alice. And so she goes to her ex-girlfriend, Angelique, in the bat suit. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is terrible acting on Angelique's part, but just the entire time, who are you? Oh my gosh, what are you doing here? And then she ends up throwing her over the fire escape railing.
Yeah, Ryan basically thought that she was gonna go confront her Angelique, her girlfriend, who was basically and that she thought she was gonna have a touching moment. It turns out Angelique already had the booty call there, and then she's half drugged, from the poisoning. She can't figure out what's going on, and she's like, I'll take you down to the cops if you don't tell me how to get to Ocean. And Angelique, she's like, yeah, right. Pushes her over the railing, and she falls onto a car. And I was thinking, like, yes, best episode ever.
I wish that it could. Snatchface is saying it's great acting. Listen, I am first to say that I do not think that the person playing Ryan Wilder is a bad actor. Not at all.
I will say that the stunt woman playing the Batwoman is a better actor.
Now, the Alice is a great actress too. Yes, they're absolutely talented.
Alice is the only superb actor in there. The rest of them do not know how to act.
No. Luke can also act.
Yeah, he flip-flops.
Well, that's because of terrible writing, Bankman. Or sorry, Bat Arnold. Because you see, when we're watching this, Luke is sometimes in his own right, and he switches into he flips his opinions because that's what the writing does. It doesn't make the character reliable, and it's not the actor's fault. He's a good actor. He has a terrible script. Hello to Ed Brewer. How do you do today? We are just talking about Batwoman. We are getting to the part where basically we have Ryan picked up by Luke and Mary demands to drive the Batmobile. And the scene is just so stupid. Luke should have thrown the keys to the van that they took there and just taken the Batmobile himself, because Mary had never driven it before. But sadly,
and then on top of this, I'm really pissed off. I only really drive my car. She fires rockets and makes it like a joke. Oh yeah, the window wiper blades and the rocket, but it shouldn't be looked exactly the same. Maybe you shouldn't be driving it.
Yeah, no, she shouldn't have been driving it in the first place.
Now those people are now orphans now because you killed their family.
I don't think anybody's dead. I hope not, but they didn't exactly address it.
She needs to be canceled permanently.
We're canceling Mary? I don't
Yeah,
know. She is one of the better characters on the show.
I don't believe that.
You really don't believe that?
No, I don't believe it.
Well, I mean, we do have Ryan Wilder, who is well, like I said, and I'm going to repeat this because I want to make it absolutely clear. She is a good actress. She is a terrible character.
Mhm.
Ryan Wilder is the character is just so flawed in ways that she shouldn't be. It's not internal struggles. It's just it's hard to watch each week. Let me tell you that. We're going to go back to Alice. Alice basically finds out that Sophia was in love with her. And the real reason why she was in trouble for having a connection with Ocean, and we see in flashbacks as they grow closer, was because Sophia was jealous. Ocean almost made Alice human again, in a way. Made her Beth again.
Yeah, and then we find out that Sapphire is the reason that Alice is Alice. The whole persona of being Alice in Wonder Woman is all from Sapphire.
Yep.
The funny thing is that about this, after reading the actual better comics, they're trying to loosely adapt it to have because they don't have Kate Kane anymore. Kate Kane in the comics actually dated Sapphire when she was on the island. So in this, they changed it because they don't have Kate. So guess what? Sapphire was in love with Beth, and she's jealous because, well, she couldn't have Beth because Beth is not gay.
Because
Beth is only straight character, and they're prejudiced against straight characters. So she wiped the memories of her being straight.
Well, of her being with Ocean. She also wiped Ocean's memories and cast him out.
Which is very racist.
Well, that is her. What did Alice say? Her methodical brother.
Ocean lives matter.
Ocean lives matter. They do. You know that they do.
God damn it, they do. They better understand that they do.
But Alice lets this henchwoman go, and after she finds out how her memory was wiped, she agrees to meet her a little later to go to the island to finally get Kate because she has the corpse that she made look like Ocean. And so they're going to take that to the island.
Yeah, using the technology of the skin that she got from like when hanging out with the mouse, she's able to create their faces now.
Yeah. She goes and she has a heartfelt goodbye with Ocean. I guess it's heartfelt. I don't know. All I know is that I'm felt. I can't judge their heart. Then, whenever Ocean leaves, it's Ryan who comes in because Mary let her go, even though she was supposed to be waiting for medicine to try to help her live along.
This is the best part of the whole thing. She's like, yeah. She's saying, Mary, you love your mother. You miss her. Talk to her every day. You love her so much, but you won't let me kill Alice. So Mary, knowing better than this, going through this shit with Kate in the first season, decides, hey, no, it's okay. You can go kill Alice now. Yeah, So she goes to kill basically. She gets takes off in the Batwoman again, and she's got. I'm going to find the little hut because what's his name is growing fungus and it requires power, and he must have been blacked out because he must live by the ocean. Ooh. The little detectives, and then she uses my technology like this just to find it, pinpoints it. I'm still searching for life. I did not see it. All I see is a puppet in front of me.
Well, I think she only uses it whenever she wants to just get a closer look at things. Yours is also a design statement that you have. It's a statement that you make. You let us know that we can't just see your eyes and see into your soul. You watch us. Yeah, I really like the light that you have in your eyes now. I didn't compliment it before, but I'm going to now. Yes, Ryan goes.
Yeah, there's a light in my eyes. I hope you can see.
Ryan goes and goes to Alice and says, "Do you know who I am?" And Alice is like, "I don't have time for this shit. Can we do this in a couple weeks?"
2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, it's like so. Yeah, Ryan takes up her fucking helmet and mask and like, "Do you know who I am?" And she's like, "Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck you are."
Hello to LK too. Yes, no, Alice doesn't know her, doesn't know her mother. She's not responsible for her mother's death. I mean, technically, she is not directly responsible. So there is a bit of truth in that. But we all know that Ryan doesn't care about that. She's going to just keep blaming Alice. But while they fight, eventually, somehow, Ryan gets the upper hand and has her in a chokehold. And then...
oh yeah, we forgot to talk about when she first stole the Batmobile to leave before she took off. She was when she goes to see Angelique. Remember, she get looked over in the Batmobile. She saw her dead mother.
Yes,
the ghost is now she's seen again. That's what she stopped. She's like, I didn't raise you no me to be like this. Yes, Mama. I'm sorry, Mama. Oh my gosh, I just want to just choke the life out of this person.
And ironically, she stopped choking the life out of Alice in that moment. And Alice is like, I didn't kill your mama. And Ryan says, you're responsible for all of it, but go, you're not worth it. Oh. And Alice does just go. I don't know why Alice didn't try to just off Ryan, but...
Because Alice has more important plans than playing with the person that she also created Batwoman. She's even monsters are like, oh yeah. So you're saying, wait, I created you? I created 2 Batwoman? Go me.
Yeah. Alice is still the best part of the show. You are absolutely right, Bat Arnold.
She is the only intriguing person on the show. Sophie tries to be, but Sophie just comes up, I'm a tough girl. And you know you're not. You put on a tactical vest, does that make you a tough girl?
Wait, what? You mean Sophie?
Yeah. Sophie's not a tough girl.
She's a different under different circumstances, but I feel like she isn't a terrible character.
She's a hothead, but yet she's also at times she's basically like kind of shunned away now because they got the new woman.
Yeah. Jacob goes through a little bit in this episode too.
Honestly, it seems like they have no idea what to do with Sophie now because Sophie was going to be Kate's lover. And then they got rid of Kate, and now Sophie's just kind of like, yeah, I'm going back to being Crow, but I'm also helping out the new team now. But I have no romantic interest anymore. You're basically just like a supporting guest. You're lower than Mary. Mary has a bigger role than Sophie does.
You know, we never talked about it before, but with this season starting and Sophie getting that letter that Kate admits that she loves her, it didn't sound like Kate in that letter at all.
Yep.
And this is what we're left with now. It's ridiculous. I don't remember where Pennyworth's daughter went, but she was a good character. But now she's just gone. She's just gone.
She's gone now. You know why? Because she realized this show is going down.
Yes. Just to wrap up, what happens? Alice goes and meets the right hand, and she's all dressed up in a hat and nice
she pulls a Margaret Robbie Harley Quinn like in disguise. She might as well just have the little body and have the sunglasses on.
Yeah, but she goes in the car and they're driving. Ryan Ryan wakes up because they pull her back into the Batcave, and she first thing Luke asks, "Where's Alice?" And Ryan gets up. Oh well, I realized you were all right. I didn't kill her. And Luke Fox is like, "No, we shouldn't kill her, but you could still apprehend her."
Yeah, and this is getting really weird writing for him because at least in the first season he wasn't written as badly as this. His dialogue is getting worse.
Yeah. Basically, Ryan explains that
Do you,
she put.
do you not remember the first season where him and Kate were kind of like coming in and he's making modifications to the bat helmet stuff? He's like, oh, he's like putting an X-ray vision because Kate's like, yeah, I could put up on good girls. He's like, no, not but he's like, that is a good idea though. They had a better chemistry.
Yes, absolutely. Ryan is so busy saying, oh, I don't want to prove myself to you any longer. You just have to trust me. Like she deserves to be trusted right off the bat. She doesn't. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what you say in the first episode. She is not worthy of being Batwoman. Not at all.
I also want to slap Luke Fox upside the head. Why is there no failsafe in the suit that freezes the suit? They can't use it.
I don't know. Because, well, it was designed for Kate, and he had no reason to think that he would ever have to stop Kate.
Yeah, it's because Kate actually knows what she's doing. This woman is just like, I'm going to get justice for my mother. No, you're going to get revenge.
Yeah, but Ryan explains that I understand that we need Alice to go to Coriana because we don't have the map.
So I was yeah, so put the tracker in her boot. No. You think Sophia just killed a bunch of doctors who just had the map to the island? You think that she's not going to find out the tracking device?
Yeah, you think that she would notice that. I thought she changed her entire outfit, but whatever.
Because back then, yes, because even back in the island flashbacks, Beth said like, oh, it's just you're telling Ocean, you should go back to also the electricity and all this stuff. I think Sophia actually basically included more updated our island, because why would she not do that now? It makes more sense.
I don't know.
Otherwise, she's just a weak villain.
I don't even understand why she's a villain. I don't why she's the villain. I mean,
because it was meant for Kate Kane, and instead of changing it, they kept the story.
That's right. Yeah,
because there is no material for Ryan Wild. Well, there's being Batwoman. She's appeared in Batgirl 50, and that's it. She hasn't really put on the costume or anything in the comic books, so they have to basically make her the black version of Kate Kane.
This is glorified fan fiction. Somebody kills off the main character and inserts their own original character in the position. Oh, this is Ryan Wilder. Look at her. Isn't she fancy? No, it's just stupid. Let me go ahead and touch on these comments. Snatchface is because they didn't actually plan any arc for Luke. He's just there for emotional reinforcement and validation and to be another minority. He actually did have a connection with Kate, though. His position was the guy in the chair, which I know is kind of annoying for a lot of heroes now, that they all have this guy in the chair watching them behind the back. But at least he wasn't annoying like certain guys in the chairs in the CW universe. Felicity.
Yeah, I don't have anyone in the chair except for maybe Oracle.
Yeah, well, if it was Oracle in the chair, it would be a different circumstance. But I don't mind Luke. I don't. I really don't. LK is saying, I think Angie could make a good case for self-defense. I don't think so.
No.
I mean, she could make a case for it. Doesn't mean she actually did act in self-defense.
When you go to seek out someone to murder them, and then they end up getting killed, it's not self-defense. You went there to murder them. You think dead to kill?
Angelique, not Alice. Angelique.
Angelique, yes, went there in intent to kill Alice.
What? I feel like we're confused. No, we're talking about Angelique. Ryan goes to Angelique. That whole scene where she.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, Ryan. Well, I'm thinking of her real name. What's Ryan's real name? Is it close to like Angelique? Like something?
I don't know.
This show has made me want to drink more.
Oh yes, it makes me want to drink too, but then I would get all damp and I wouldn't be able to do these shows.
Yeah, we know you're damp whenever Alice is on there.
That's you.
That's you.
And you know that even though she's from another Earth, she's technically your cousin, Bat Arnold.
Nope.
No? Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. If you're positive, I guess.
Golden Age, not related.
Okay. You're from that Earth. I see. Basically, this episode was not enjoyable. We got backstory. It felt like a lot of exposition, and then they would show it in flashbacks and acted like that explained everything. I feel like Alice in that moment where she said, I just wish I had skipped the book and gone to the last page. Just get all the information. Call it a day.
Yeah. You know the funny though? If they actually had Angelique become like the Robin.
Screw you. Screw you for your bad ideas.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. No, come on.
No.
Come on, let's make Angelique the new Robin.
Batwoman does not need a Robin. She doesn't need Batwoman.
Come on, do it. Come on.
No.
Make it possible. Yeah. Yeah. Because then Batwoman can screw Robin. Wait. Or a female Robin, so be female Bat.
I did not need that idea. I did not need it in my mind. Why do you like to drive me crazy, Bat Arnold? Why?
I don't drive you crazy. I don't drive you at all. I see you sitting in the rain. I just drive by in the Batmobile. I go, ha ha.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah, I know. That was you last week.
Yeah, I did a burnout and splashed a puddle on you.
LK is saying, well, this crazy person in a costume jumps up on my balcony, threatens me with a deadly edged weapon. Yeah, I guess so. Yes, I know I'm a little fuzzier than usual. I don't know why. You know, I am an old man, so I'm not that great with the internet, and maybe it's just us having some conflict.
It always happens when he's not in his chair. Whenever you go on location, you're always fuzzy.
Yeah, that's right. I need to just settle down in my chair. But I needed to come up to this rooftop. I needed to see if I could find Kate Kane. She has to be somewhere, and maybe we can save this show. Making Batwoman great again is what we need to do.
Yeah, we could do that. But first, you look for Kate Kane. Try looking anywhere but the Gotham City, because she's not there.
That's what she wants you to think.
No, I'm pretty sure she's not there. You should try Los Angeles.
Well, you know, I'm actually hopping Earth to Earth. See, this Earth,
okay. Mm-hmm. So we call you Vibe. Well, no. What would your name be? Wouldn't be Puppet Vibe?
Puppet Vibe. I don't know what you are talking about.
As you jump from Earth to Earth, only Vibe can do that.
Well, you know, I just don't. I don't know.
Either way, you're gonna create a flashpoint. So you might as well stay back in your little planet.
Okay. Then I'll just go. Well, everybody, I think that pretty much sums up our thoughts on this episode. Do you have any final words?
Yeah, Robin yet. Make it happen. Angelique, no Robin.
No.
Yes.
No. See, of all the things that we need to happen in this show, that's not one of them.
The lesbians that fight together, screw together.
Ed Brewer is asking, is this show only worth hate watching? Well, you know, it didn't used to be.
The first season is actually like miles better than the second season.
Miles, because the story absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, I totally recommend it. Don't just sit down to watch it, and maybe you get through it. And maybe if you want to, that's for the first season. The first season, like I said, the first season is great. And I really appreciate the Ruby Rose much more than this. This went basically like, yeah, it's like when you get that one writer on the Merisu, there's one of them that's basically like worse than all the other ones. She just has to just out bitch all the other bitches. And I gotta recommend. The first season is great. You actually have plot, character development. The only thing I gotta say though, the best part about the second season, you only had one narration from Rachel Maddow. She's no longer in the show.
You know what? You call me crazy, but I did not mind the Rachel Maddow voiceovers. Yeah, I don't know. It's not her. They could have anybody doing it. I liked the hint on one of the top radio show of Gotham. It was almost like a J. Jonah Jameson who wasn't always negative, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we always want negative Jameson.
Well,
so I don't know what to say other than to say that make it happen, Robin. Come on, do it. I want it. I want it. Give it to me.
No.
Yeah.
See, there can be female Robins.
We need the Robin Batwoman.
The problem is this Batwoman doesn't need anything except to stop being Batwoman. She could be her own thing. I don't care. She can go in her van, drive off, and she can live her own life.
Angelique would be Ginger Hood. Then make her the new Red Hood.
I will kick you off this screen, sir. I will be the only one they see. We do not need a Robinette.
It's going to happen. You cannot fight it. It's going to happen.
I'm going to fight it with every stitch of my being. I am going to tell everybody here, I really don't think this show is worth watching. If you want to watch it, you're already watching it. And you don't need me to tell you.
Yeah, if you want to join us, we get you to watch it live before we go on Japan. So if you want to watch it with us,
let Puppetine know.
Yeah.
Puppetine is me. And I will let you watch with us this train wreck. It's just a little laggy, but bearable. Isn't that right?
Yeah. I actually didn't drink it all this time.
You didn't drink it all this time?
Yeah. I know it. I'm amazed.
I'm amazed too. I felt like I needed a drink, but that's besides the point. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time here on I Love Puppets. As Snatchface said, make sure to hit that puppet like button if you could. And if you are watching after, please make sure you leave a comment down below. We want to hear your thoughts on this episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? If you don't agree with us, go ahead and let us know. We will happily talk about it in our next episode. And so, speaking for Bad Arnold and myself, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Yeah.